Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel. Well, we're in plasticity, as you can see, and if you are part of my community, then you probably knew that this video was coming up. I asked you guys if you wanted to see me do a tutorial on this tire rim, and a lot of you said yes, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a straight line up here, and I'm going to make this file available, download in the description. And I'm also going to be using a logo later on, and you'll find that file as well, right? Okay, so we're going to start with a straight line, and we're going to start up here, okay? Now, it's not the best quality reference image, but we'll make it work. I'm just going to start to trace out that image. Now, this is all straight line, this one anyway. Just trace that out. And by the way, if you're not using a Spacemouse, consider it. Not a sponsored message, but I've been using one for years, and it's awesome. I couldn't imagine working in plasticity without it. All right, so we got that, and yeah, we're gonna revolve that, right? So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna click on revolve, which is gonna be right there, and we're gonna click on this axis right here. That's where you want to be. And we're gonna click to accept, we're gonna click on OK. Let's jump back to our top view, and there you have it. Now, there's going to be a line in here that we want to get rid of, so we're going to go and select it, X to delete, and then I'm just going to grab that and hit X to delete that as well. All right, so that's going to be the outside. We can hide that for a second. We'll grab it later, right? So just hide that. Then we're going to go and work on this interior, and that'll be a combination of straight lines and curved lines, right? We're going to start with the straight line. We're going to start up here, and we're just going to follow that inner outline. Right click. Then we're going to go and grab a control point curve. We're going to start where we left off. Right click, that looks good. We're going to continue with the straight line. Straight down and stop there. Then we're going to go to the other end, continue with the straight line. And right click. Now let's combine these curves. So let me put them in a position so we can actually see them. So let's select these, hit J, hit J, and hit J. There you go. Then we are going to do a revolve again. This is the axis we want. Let me get into position so we can see what's going on. I'm trying to keep the image kind of out of your view so you can see what's going on, right? This is what we want. We can now go in and get rid of this and that, right? Then we're going to go back and let me get aligned here. We're going to go back and put everything into position. So let's go into the issue right here. We're going to go and unhide this guy. You can see they're a perfect fit, obviously. Yeah, let me go and grab this. So let me grab these two, hit R to rotate, to 90 degrees, and then we're going to hit G, and we're going to move that over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the material, or change the opacity of the material, so we can see what we're doing, right? So I'm going to select this guy and hit M on the keyboard, set the opacity of the material to 0.3 and click on OK. So we can see what's going on, and let's do the same with this guy. Actually, this guy. 0.3, and there you have it, and click on OK. So we have a better idea of what we're doing, right? Okay. Now first make sure you are aligned correctly, and looks like we are, right? Cool. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a curved line here, and we're going to go in and we're going to start somewhere around here. And click, and then we're going to hit 1 on the keyboard, and let's grab a control point. To kind of get a little bit more aligned with our reference. Looks good to me. Maybe hard to see, but I'll try to do my best. So if that's all good, and then we're going to select this guy. We are going to mirror that over. So we're going to hit Alt X. And we're going to click right here. So now we have two of them, and we need to connect these two together so we have a good idea of what's going on. Let's get in really close, and you see that it's a little bit of an overlap. So we're going to trim this and trim that. That should be fine. Now we can go in, grab one, and shift grab two, and hit J on the keyboard. And of course my trim tool is still active, so instead of joining them I apparently just got rid of them, but that's just better. Hit J. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top here. We're going to hit 1 on the keyboard. We're going to go to the top, and here you have the bridge curve tool. Let's go from here to here. That looks okay. Click on OK. Then we're going to go and get out of this view, hit the G, and we're going to move this up. All right, we're going to click on OK. Then we're going to go to face mode. Let's pull that out quite a bit. Let's go back to our front view. And that object, we want that to do a radial array. This is going to be my center point. I got 8 right now. I think 10 might be better. 10 is a bit much. Let's do 8. And that's where the creative liberty comes in. I just want to do it my way, right? Okay. So we have that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hit a G. We're going to push them in. All right. Then we're going to click on OK. We're going to select this guy in object mode. So this guy, Q on the keyboard. Then we're going to click on these while holding Shift. And we're going to click on OK. So now you got something looking like this. Now at this point I don't really need my reference image anymore, so let's get rid of that, and I'm just going to go to object mode, hit M, change the opacity back to 1, click on OK. Then we can do the same here, hit M, click on 1, click on OK. There you have it. So this is what we're looking at so far. Next up, what I want to do is create some holes for bolts and whatnot. But first I want to do a bevel, right? So I'm going to select these guys. Let's try and see if that looks cool or not. And actually I forgot one. I'm thinking of doing this or going all the way around, and I think I'll do that. So give me a second while I select everything, right? All right, let's hit B for bevel. Nothing crazy. Just so we got a little bit of detail going on there, right? Then next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to this view right here. Let's get rid of that line. Yeah, there you go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add a logo. It's gonna be an Audi logo. So let's go to append. And we are going to click on OK. We're going to hit S and then S again for scale. And then we're going to hit the G and move that over here. It's getting closer. Make it a bit bigger. And again, let's bring it in. Looks centered to me. Yep. Then we're going to go in here and we're going to hit a G to raise that up. Okay. We're going to go in here. We're going to click on imprint. Let's click on the surface. Let's click on OK. Then we can hide the curves. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab these faces. Do that. Then we're going to go and grab this guy and do a little bevel, chamfer, technically speaking. So there's that. Then we're going to need to create some holes for bolts and whatnot. So for that, we'll grab, let's go to the front view again. We'll grab a circle, not too big, there you go, that's good. Then we're going to go and do an array again. Let's do 5 and click right here, and I really only want 5, there you go. Click on OK. Then we're going to go and hit a G and we're going to pull that up. Click on OK. We're going to go to face mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's extrude those down. We're going to use those for a bevel operation. Hit the G, move that down. Let's check from the, not from the top view, from this view, yeah. Alright, so where are our guys? There's my line, okay. That looks right to me. We're going to go and click on OK first, grab this in object mode, hit Q on the keyboard, and then select, shift select, shift select, shift select, shift select, click on OK. So we got some beveled space there. Then we're going to hide these guys. We're going to put in some bolts. So for that, jump into this view, getting close. All right, we have that. We are going to, again, hit G, raise that up. And then we're going to click on OK. We're going to go into face mode. Let's pull that down to about there. All right, we don't need to see that polygon. We're going to go up here and grab these edges and chamfer them a little bit. Come on. That looks good. Then we are going to jump to our front view again. We're going to do that again. We're going to click on center, click on OK. Then we're going to bring them down. And we don't want them all to be facing the same direction because that looks horrible, right? So we're going to grab this guy and we're going to rotate that a little bit. And click on OK, and then we'll grab this guy and rotate that a little bit. Nope, on control, sorry. And you see that kind of thing in portfolios all the time. And I mean, it just doesn't look right. Okay, so we have that, and we can add one more detail if you like. Let's turn these lines off. Let's jump to the front view one more time. Grab a circle, drag that out to about there. All right. Then what we're going to do is hit a P for pipe. Then what we're going to do is hit a G to push that down. Click on OK. Then we're going to go select this guy, hit Q on the keyboard. Then we're going to select this guy to cut that out. Click on OK. And then I can get rid of this circle. And we have our rim. Let's go to perspective mode so you can see it a bit better. Looks pretty neat, right? So yeah, that's how you can create a car rim, right? I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. I mean, I've been doing this a very, very long time, but it would be so awesome to, at some point in my life, hit 200K, right? That would be great. So if you're not subscribed, please consider that, right? Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.